Okay, I said we would. I said I would do a retake because the first one was kind of awful. In which I kind of couldn't stop crying like a little bitch baby boy. But yeah. Anyway, I have a script this time, and yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so so for the YouTube side, let's start. In three, two, one, now. Alright. Hey guys, I'm sure some of you don't know me, just clicked on here for the thumbnail, which is fine, because I would do the same. I want to talk about something very important, someone who was very dear to my heart, who had left us too soon. For context's sake, I will be mentioning something quickly. I sorry. I have severe ADHD, to which I am medicated for by the second highest legal dose of Ritalin. I've always struggled with tone of voice, feeling shameful about my passions, and being distant. I also have what some people say, or what some doctors have say, frail, which I guess is frail health. I have a lot of health conditions to which I often visit doctors or rarely the hospital for. I have a lung condition to which just recently, actually, this isn't part of the script, but I'm just going to add it into it. Just recently, they've found what seems to be sort of a mini lump on like my lung, sorta. And so I'm getting an MRI scan for that to hopefully find out what it is. Because recently it's just become too painful. Sometimes I can't breathe, and sometimes when I laugh too hard, I get put into a coughing fit, which then adds on to not being able to breathe, like even more. And yeah, if I like laugh too hard or if I strain myself too much, I can actually faint from it, which is like sometimes really annoying. Which it's like, yeah, it's like whatever. Hopefully, like when I get the MRI, like everything will be fine, and there won't have to be anything to really worry about. Anyway, I also have a heart condition named tachycardia, which gives me chest pains that really hurt, like a lot. Like it really fucking hurts, and I kind of hate it a lot. I don't know. It seems like I'm kind of downplaying it, but I don't know. These are all like normal for me and stuff. And also, lastly, I don't want clout. This is just a video where I explain some things, why I stream, why it's okay to cry over someone you didn't even know personally, and more. And okay, so growing up, my ADHD has made me extremely hyperactive. At most times, I was considered even unbearingly energetic, even by my own family. I was bullied, talked down to by teachers. You get the drift, all that stuff. It was really lonely, like really unbearably lonely. Like I know a lot of times at lunch, I would kind of just sit by myself, or like I wouldn't even have anyone sit next to me, or like across from me, or like anything like that. Because I would always just be like jittering or clicking or doing something, and then everyone would just get annoyed and would just like be like, oh my god, piss off, it's so annoying. And I never knew anyone who actually also had ADHD, or even like if they did, they wouldn't even have they wouldn't even have the same level, I guess, of ADHD as I did. And things kind of stayed like this for years. And like a lot of trips to the doctors and stuff like that never really helped anything. Like no one could really understand why I was like this, or like why my issues were the way they are, and just why it was just like such a burden. Because I've even been told that I've been told by my own family that sometimes there were times where they wanted to give me up. where I was just so unbearable to be around because of my hyperactivity. Like they just couldn't stand it, and they just didn't want to, just almost wanted to give me up for adoption on like more than one separate occasion. Well, which, you know, they didn't. So, you know, so not that bad, I guess. But yeah, things sound like this for years until I found something that assured me better than any doctor could. When the when the pandemic hit, nothing really changed for me. It was kind of all the same. I guess things were a little bit lonely, a little bit more so than usual. But yeah. Anyway, um, I found Wilbur Soot through a video of Schwatt, and then him playing Minecraft in the water level one, where it would raise every 30 minutes. And then from Wilbur to Tommy, who, yeah, I did find extremely annoying at first, like everyone does. But then I watched him every way until I came across the video Technoblade is a Strange Man, and here it is. From there on, I would continue to watch Technoblade's videos until his final one. For the first time in my life, I felt like a person. This man was so similar to me, and made me feel less alone in the world. He was monotone as well, and he liked things that people would deem childish and dark humor that wasn't offensive. We both had a dog that we didn't want but grew attached to anyway. Techno had Floof, and I have my mom's dog Rat, who I miss a lot, and she's not dead. I just moved out. Liked pigs, undeniably cracked at a simple game that anyone can play, frail health, and more. And riding. I liked riding a lot, and so did he, and I was just like, oh my god, that's cool. This, this content creator is someone I can really, like, relate to and stuff like that. So that's really cool. And, he kind of was the person who gave me hope, and kind of just made my life a bit better with, like, his dumb, silly content and everything. When my dog, Molly, passed away from a heart disease, I was extremely heartbroken. And I was also, borderline suicidal, I guess. Because she was kind of like the only friend I ever really had. And Technoblade was like the only comfort I had at the time. He made me happy and so many other people happy, and I was just like, I want to do what he does. I want to stream and make videos and do, like, I want to be a comfort. Like, I want to help put a little bit more kindness into the world. And it's why I started streaming, and of course I really only got the courage after my pal Ichigo introduced me into VTubing, because I don't know, I couldn't really do visual cameras because, I don't know, I'm not exactly the most physically appealing person. Well, in my opinion, I guess. People say I'm cute and stuff like that, and I just, like, I don't really believe them. But, yeah, and, like, then, before my dog died, I found out my grandmother had cancer, which she's still struggling with. So, I've seen what it can do, and, I can see, like, the impact it has on people, and how horrible it is. And my grandma's still alive, but she's still heavily battling it even today. But she looks great though. I just wish I could say the same. So the day I found out that Techno had cancer, I kind of broke down, and I cried a lot. And I I I was at the hospital for some health reasons when I found out, and I just like broke down in tears, and I got held. Had to be held by a nurse because I kind of just like had a manic moment where I kind of just like started smacking my hand like until it started bruising and stuff because I was just like not in a good like mental state at that time. And it's like another reason why I was at the hospital to see doctors anyway. And I just didn't really understand. I did everything I could to help. I bought plushies and more. I donated half my paycheck to the sarcopenia charity. I didn't care. I wanted to help. I script is was finished before I found out, but found out that he did lie to protect us, and he told us that they cut it out and everything, and even though he was lying just to make us all feel better, and I just sorry, hang on. And I was like, when I found that out, I was kind of like super fucking mad. I was like really, really angry about it. Cause even though I know I don't really have any right to, obviously, and stuff like that. And sorry, just fixing something up. I don't have any right to be like angry or anything like that about it, obviously. But when I found out, I was really pissed off. But you know, people say stages of grief and everything like that, and so my people just said like, oh, you're just going through anger, it's fine, it'll pass, and yeah, it did pass, and I felt bad for being angry and stuff like that. But, I will never forget the nurse and the doctors that had held me as I just sobbed and cried, and I kept on trying to like actively hurt myself because I really just like was not in a good mental state. I want that to be clear. That I have my own mental issues to deal with, obviously. So it's like kind of another reason I have like such bad health and stuff like that, because you know isolation can cause depression, and all that jazz, yada yada, all the textbook stuff. And it just I was not having a good time at all when that happened. At the time of writing the script, it had been 3 months since he passed, and I guess I'm better than I used to be, but I am still grieving, and obviously I wasn't expecting to cry this much. Even though the first time I did cry a lot, I thought, you know, whatever, it's fine. Techno gave me, a silly little dumb sick guy, some hope. When I watched Wilbur talk about him and begin to cry, and asked if we stream because of him to say it, and I want to say that I am streaming because of him. I'm sorry. And I want to help spread that kind of hope. I want, like, no matter who you are, what your disabilities are, your mental illnesses or anything, I don't want people to go through what I went through just growing up and being alone, because like I know that's like a lot of people, but I really just don't want that, because it was awful. Just like, you know, you're just sitting inside and you're just watching everybody else have fun and everything, and like you want to join in but you can't. Like, not only because, like, you're too hyperactive, but also because of that hyperactivity, once your, like, health and breathing issues start kicking in, suddenly you're the center of attention, and then it just ruins it for everyone else. And then everyone else just gets upset. She's like, oh my god, why does he even come and hang out with us and play sports or whatever when, like, his health is literally just going to destroy him. He always takes the attention out of everything. It's so annoying. I don't want to hang out with him anymore. Stuff like that, etc. Which, I've heard a lot of, and I get used to it. I've gotten pretty used to it. People getting upset at me because, like, I want to join in, and then I do, and then, like, my health becomes an issue, and then, everything just gets stopped. And yeah, it's happened, like, a few times. But, like, I don't want that for people. I want to be someone who can make other people happy. Just, like, no matter who you are, like, your disabilities, mental illnesses, anything, the way you look, skin tone, race, whatever, you are still loved, and you can do amazing things in this world, and you have great power inside you, which I know sounds like a cringe line, but you kinda do. Like, a lot of us kinda have a lot of great things we can do. Like, we can do amazing things. And it's not fair to let, like, things like our mental health or, like, our physical health, like, sure, they can be limitations, but that shouldn't stop you. You can still be an amazing person. I want to make Technoblade proud, and I want to make myself proud, and I want you guys to make yourselves proud, because you are treasured by people who truly care about you, and there's always going to be hope out there for you. And throughout this year, I came dangerously close to falling into my own despair, is also what I will call it, because YouTube will get angry at me. I hope you guys can read between the lines and know what I mean. And so many times I didn't, because there was, like, hope in the end. There was a reason to keep going, and the reason was always to just keep going for yourself. Because you are really just what matters. You are really what matters. Just, the internet's a crazy, wild place. There are people on here who'll tell you to off yourself, and they'll do dumb things, and they'll dox you and stuff like that if you just do the stupidest thing, or, like, you could make a fucking mistake, and then you'll just have a horde of people who'll just fucking hate you. And even if you have proof for that mistake, people will still just, like, harp on you and be like, well, you still did it, whatever. Just, in the end, you should take a breather from the online world. You should just, like, go outside, sit in, like, the grass, or go to the park and swing on a swing set. Like, no matter how old you are, I don't care. You could be, like, 40 years old and go swing on the swing. It's fun. Who cares? I mean, hell, I'm 20 and I still do it. But, if there's anything I've learned through this journey, even though I know that it's very much not done, but if there's anything I've learned through this journey of grief, it's that no matter what, you can do it, and you can keep going. I will always miss Technoblade. I will, no matter what, and how long my life extends. I might get hate comments and people saying I'm doing this for clout. I kind of just don't care. Like, at the end of the day, it's just people raging at a screen and, like, clicking one button to make their letters bigger, so that it's more intimidating when it's, like, kind of just not. And it's whatever, because in the end, I know why I made this video. I know why I'm recording this, and literally recording me breaking down in tears as I talk about someone who I never even met, but who did a lot for me. And for people saying that ADHD is not that bad, it's fucking awful. I hate this condition so much. I hate that no matter I hate that I hate being on the second highest legal dose. I hate the fact that we are talking about putting me on the highest dose. Because it's just like some things just aren't working. Like it's just like sometimes it's just not fucking working. Like I can take my Ritalin every day and sometimes it'll still just stop. And then I don't take my Ritalin and then I just like I'm lazy, I feel like shit. Or either that or like I'm hyperactive and unable to focus on anything that's actually important. It's like, yeah, whatever. ADHD kind of fucking sucks. And Techno kinda knew that. It's just like, remember when he's like, I took my meds today so I'm fine. Like, haha, me too, I take my meds and then I'm fine, haha, yeah. Yeah, but anyway. But, yeah, that's why I'm doing all this. I know why I'm doing this. You can do whatever you want. You can lie and spread the video around and say I'm just doing it for clout because I'm just harping off someone who's passed away. I'm like, fine, you can do that. Go ahead, I don't fucking care. Because I know why I made this video. My friends know why my real friends know why I made this video. And that's all that matters. So, in the spirit of Techno himself, subscribe to Technoblade and subscribe to Blevich. Hit the sub button, the sellout bell, ring a ding 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 ding. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you expected. I'm kind of like one of his biggest fans. Like, I don't know, I'm still trying to save up to get one of those stupid fucking 2-foot Technoplane plushies off eBay, which is like it's like $500 for me because I'm Australian. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching and coming and everything and all stuff, and I will also be uploading the first version of this. But I'll have it like unlisted and like there'll be a link in the description and all that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, thanks all for coming and listening and whatever. And Technodad, if you are magically somehow watching this, which I kind of hope. Thank you for being here too. Sorry. And thank you for sharing like such silly things about him, like what his shirts are and his college and whatever, and the fact that he was your best man in your wedding. I thought that was really funny. And the whole fucking nepotism line that really made me laugh. Oh shit. Fuck, well, the recording issue. Oh fuck, there was a recording issue. Oh well, I can always just clip it. But anyway, yep. Thanks so much. And I'll see you guys later.